Hey Budget Fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are doing how I'm going to organize my life, my homeschool, my work, all of the things. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jordan. This is primarily a cash budgeting, cash stuffing, how I make money on Etsy and YouTube. This is my full-time job, my full-time income. If any of those things interest you, please go ahead and subscribe. I am also planner obsessed. We don't talk about it a ton on this channel, but it is an interest of mine. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so let's just jump right into this and I will tell you guys sort of where I'm at, what I'm planning on doing, and how I'm tweaking my system to work for me where I'm at now in life. Setting up the scene, let's first talk about what I have been using, because some of this is new. Like, it's stuff that I'm going to be incorporating into my planning. Let's set these to the side for now. Starting with this biggest planner, this is a Happy Planner Classic. Classic meaning that's what size it is. There's a Happy Planner Mini, which is this size. And then there's one that's even larger than this. I think it's like a full letter size planner. I have been using and I will continue to use this planner as my budgeting planner. I do make sticker kits for the Happy Planner Classic. You can pick up the Happy Planner Classic or Mini, or you can pick up any of their sizes at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, either of those, whatever you have closest to you. My sticker kit is intended to fit many different sizes, but it definitely fits the Happy Planner Classic very well. My intention is also to make the sticker kit for the Mini eventually, and I know it also fits the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck very well. So anyway, that is just a little aside, but I do use this one for my budget currently. And in addition to using this for my budget, I've been using the Happy Planner Mini, and this stays in my purse, in my wallet. I am changing this, but just so you know, this is what I've been using, and we're going to talk about in a second why this is no longer working for me. But long story short, I have been using these two things plus just a plain notebook that I stole from my son. You can see he wrote his name all over it. But any notes and things that I needed for work, I was just writing in this. So this is what I've been using. And let's talk about why I'm changing things and what I'm going to be doing differently. I'm doing away with the Happy Planner Mini for now. This has worked for me for several years. So the fun thing about planners and planning in general is that we all have different needs. We all have different things going on. But when I was only working part-time for somebody else and I was getting child support, so I was primarily able just to be home with the kids. This is back when they had a lot of therapies and things when they were smaller. This is what worked for me. And while mom duties were my primary thing, this worked just fine because I would color in and highlight. And then on this dashboard spread, I would be able to write errands and calls and emails. I could really break things up into this schedule. I'm finding it's just too small for me right now and where I'm at. So that's what I was doing. I have found that I haven't updated what I'm doing and how I'm planning and all of the things, even though my life looks drastically different. And just like I think it's nice to reevaluate your savings and make sure your priorities are still in those different funds, I think it's really important to evaluate how you're planning, what you're using, and that's something that I didn't do. And I feel like I really feel it, like the stress of not feeling organized, of not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing when. It really takes a toll on my brain. It makes me have to think out things really more than I should. I should just have them written down. These are all planners. Let's start with the largest planner since we already kind of introduced that. I'm still using the monthly spread. So before, for like the month of May, I only used the monthly spread. And I was just tracking my spending here, tracking my paydays here, which was great. And then I had business expenses over here. This is fine, but what I'm going to be doing this month, like from now on, is I will be using vertical layout. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of what this was. So Happy Planner does this thing where they have a dashboard layout, they have a horizontal layout, they have a vertical layout. So this is their vertical weekly layout. I'm going to be I'm either going to be creating some stickers for up here, or I'm going to do something with this top spot. It might help if I scoot this over where you can see it. I'm going to be creating one day for every box. So you can see, like, I won't need the full month's worth. I already, for May, for an example, went ahead and took out some of the weekly pages, but I'm going to be tracking just sloppily every single night. This planner will live on my work desk. So every night or every morning, whenever I think about it, I will check my accounts, make sure nothing's coming out automatic, but this will be like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and a whole month should be on like a page and a half. I don't know. I can't math very well, but it shouldn't be that many pages. But here I will just make sure I'm tracking every single thing that comes out of my account every day and every single penny that I spend. Because while I did pretty good at tracking for May, I'm finding during June, the second month of doing this monthly spread, I've gotten a little bit lazy with it already, and I'm not marking all of my spending, and so I want to just know that there's a box that I have to fill out for every single day. So that's how I'm going to be using this planner. I will continue to use it for budgeting, and it will just live in my office where it's been living. I will start marking on it daily instead of letting a couple days go by, and then some expenses might get lost or not written down in the process. So this is my budget planner. I really like Happy Planner because they're affordable. I should mention all of the planners that I use are affordable. I do really like some of the bigger brands, Erin Condren, Plum Planner. I have never purchased any of those, though I'm told the money is worth it. I just cannot get behind spending like $60 for one planner, and then it's still not perfectly what I want. I should probably take a second to say too, you guys know I really want to launch a planner of my own, and the planner of my own that I have in mind would cover all of the needs that I have and that others of you might have. It is just not here yet. I'm working so hard on so many things, and the planner line, because it hasn't launched yet and because it is its own branded name, it's not going to be under Jordan Budgets, it's going to be its own brand name. There's just a lot of steps. So that is coming. I'm sure some of you guys are watching this and like, okay, we've been waiting for you to say that. So I'm so sorry if you're waiting for that to launch. I'm going to share with you what I'm using now. Hopefully by the end of the year, I will have that brand completely launched and ready for the 2023. I'm very excited about it. I'm really into creating affordable products, things that, like, if I know I wouldn't spend $60 on a planner, I'm not gonna ask any of you to spend $60 on a planner. And I know some of you really think Plum Paper and Erin Condren and those planners are worth it, and you're happy to pay those prices. And that is great. I'm not discouraging that at all. I'm sure they are wonderful companies. I just am cheap. Happy Planner is very affordable. I don't know what they're going for at this exact moment, but you can usually get a coupon at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and a lot of times they are 40% off. You gotta wait for, you know, one of those good sales. Okay, so we will go here next. I guess we're just going in order of size. I don't know. This is basically what is replacing my Happy Planner Mini. You can see it's a bit bigger, so this is gonna be my everyday carry. I don't know, everyday carry means a different thing on the prepper channels, but this is my everyday carry planner. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna avoid the months where I've already written in schedules, again, just to keep my kids private and safe. I don't want their schedules to be out there. Their schedules are in this planner now. So this planner does have lines, so I can easily fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things in this planner. Work plans are not gonna go in here. That's what this planner is going to be for. This is more my appointments, things that the kids have going on, and that is when my highlighters and my stickers come into play. The stickers that I really like are this Agenda 52, and you have to get the personal. It says, it'll have a little circle right here that says made for personal planners. I'm honestly not even sure they still sell these, but this is something I picked up at Hobby Lobby or somewhere a long time ago. It's from the Paper Studio, Agenda 52. They are, again, something that is often on 40% off, so I pick them up at that time, and they are just fun little stickers, but they are smaller, so they fit the more small planners. I don't always have stickers in my planners. I do always have highlighted things in my planner. So I might pick gray for homeschooling functions, and then I'll go through the planner for the entire month, and I will write down, you know, on the 13th we have a play date, on the 18th we have a class at the Children's Museum or whatever. Like, I will write down the different schedules for homeschooling. I will do the same thing for extracurriculars. Like, my sons were in baseball. I'll pick a color and I'll go through and I'll highlight all of the baseball things. This is not tracking money. This is not tracking what I want to do with work or what I hope happens. This is purely like doctor visits, appointments, things that are scheduled that I need to have in my purse. And if a doctor visit comes up, for example, and they say, oh, what about October 20th? I don't have to guess of what's going on, like with homeschool or different things. Any play date that we might have committed to, Birthdays, I will flip open here and I'll be like, oh no, my kids have a birthday party that night. That's not a good day to get shots or whatever. So we will pick a different day. So this is purely to keep me on track and ready whenever new appointments or new play dates or new things happen. I will have this completely color coded, and let me tell you guys, by the end of the month, this thing is full. I have a lot of different commitments, which is why it's so important to keep this on track. And I will say, out of all of my planners, this is my planner that is kind of like the standard planner. This is how a lot of people plan. They keep up with their appointments on the monthly spread. And then weekly, this is where things get a little bit tricky. So maybe before we talk about how I do my weekly spread here, let's go ahead and jump over to this planner and we will come back here, because this is basically my planner that keeps me all on track, right? Moving that. Let's get the highlighters out of the way. We're also gonna move the stickers. You get the idea. Sometimes I use the stickers just for fun, not so much to keep me on track with anything. The highlighters are what keeps me on track. The stickers are just adding a fun touch here or there. A couple packs of stickers will last me a very long time. I'm not somebody that does a full spread. I'm more of a functional planner. I like to have things highlighted and jump out at me, and not for it not to be covered completely in stickers, but I digress. Okay, moving on. This is just the cutest notebook. Okay, this was on Amazon. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, I got this planner from Office Max or Office Depot. I don't even know what it's called these days, but this was about $25. Okay, so Hobby Lobby and Michael's. The Day Designer planner came from Home Depot, not Home Depot, what? Office Depot or Office Max. And then these two things, I got both of them on Amazon. I will link them below. This planner was $15, and this cute notebook, which we will get to this is gonna be my work. This cute notebook was, I think, $16 on Amazon. Again, leaving links for both of these below. So this is just going to be kept in my wallet with the Day Designer planner, and any notes I have for work or homeschooling. This is kind of a catch-all because I tend to have a lot of thoughts, and I heard about this curriculum and I want to pick it up for the boys for homeschooling, or I might have an idea of something fun that I would like to start including in the shop. I'm gonna have this just in my purse and ready to go. You can see all the pages are just a little bit different. It is very fun, which makes me very excited to use it. And it's just going to be a catch-all notebook. Before, like I said, I had taken a plain notebook of one of my sons, and it was very big, so I never had it on hand with me, whereas this should fit perfectly, right, in my purse. So this, just a notebook, not a planner. Let's move on to work. Because my jobs before running Etsy and YouTube have never been so involved, it has just been you go to work, you get your shift done, and you don't think about it anymore, right? But with work and what I'm doing on YouTube, I'm always thinking about YouTube and Etsy. I'm always sort of trying to get a launch out, but I was not putting priority of Etsy and YouTube in my planners, and I feel like it really stresses me out not to do that. So I found this great monthly planner on Amazon. It is from 2022 to 2025. It starts in July, so it is a 3-year monthly planner. I am so excited. It has no weekly spread. This is exactly what I need right now for keeping up with work things. The idea of weekly planners where it has the month and the weeks, like having multiple of those stresses me out, because I'm not going to look at that weekly spread in 10 different planners. I don't need different weekly scenarios all over the place. I do need a monthly spread just for work. So how I'm going to use this planner, and if you guys are interested, let me know. Maybe we can start checking in with the work planner, because I don't like sharing my kids' schedule, but I of course have no problem sharing my income and expenses. I have no problem sharing a work plan. So maybe once a month we can do like a work plan with me. If that interests you, let me know. We can work through July together, and I'll share with you guys exactly what I'm planning and what's launching for that upcoming month. But to sum up how I intend on using this planner is I will take some different highlighters, like red will likely be YouTube, blue we can do for like Etsy, and then I will be launching the website soon, so there will be purchases and things happening on the website, so I can go ahead and have a color for the website. I might create a different color for sponsorships that I'm pursuing, so I will have this all color coded out, like what videos are coming, what things I want to launch on Etsy and on the website, and when I want those to launch. Basically, there will be a full month I can look at and I can say, oh, these are the priorities, this is what I need to make happen, because work It has just, I don't know why I didn't think to do this before, but it has been very overwhelming trying to keep all the things in my brain and not map them out on paper. So I am so excited about this new edition, and it is just a monthly spread because these are all of basically hopes and ambitions and things I really want to happen. Plans can fluctuate, things can change. I don't have any set in stone dates and things that have to happen at certain points. That is something that is so beautiful and wonderful as a single mom running this business, that it's not so set in stone. But if there comes a day when, say, I have a sponsorship and the video has to go up on this certain day or whatnot, I might then include it in this everyday carry, just those hardcore committed, this has to happen. But for the most part, this is sort of a plan and a dream and how I would like July to go for work. But I think you guys get the plan there and how this will go. I am excited because this does have 3 years, which means at the end of this planner, I will have 3 years of work all in one spot, and I can sort of see what goals I was meeting and how things were happening throughout these first few years of this business. I've almost hit 1 year on Etsy and YouTube, guys, so I'm so excited to share with you guys sort of how things have gone so far and kind of do like a wrap up of our first year together. But going back to the weekly spread. So weekly spread, how I'm going to be using this and how I have been using this the last couple of weeks is I write all of our committed things on today's top 3. So if we have a doctor's appointment or we have a play date, I'm writing it on this top space and I'm highlighting it whatever color it needs to be. So if it is a doctor's appointment, you know, it might be yellow. If it's a play date, it might be blue. So I'm writing committed things at this top bar to make sure I don't miss it. Then I'm also writing it on the time frame. So if it's at 11 o'clock in the day, I'm highlighting it and I'm writing it here. Where things sort of start to combine and meet on these weekly spreads is any goals that will be written down for work or anything like that. I'm writing in when I think it's going to happen. So if the boys are at summer camp from 1 until 4, I might write down some of my work commitments and what I'm wanting to happen on this weekly spread. So while the monthly spread for this everyday planner does not have work things in it, the weekly spread does have work things included in it, and I'm just writing it week by week. I'm not overwhelming myself and mapping out like, oh, at 6 a.m. in 2 weeks, I need to make sure that video is edited or whatever. I'm not doing that. This is just something I'm playing with on a weekly or nightly basis, trying to map out how I'm going to make time for everything and how I'm going to squeeze things in. I hope that made sense. That was a lot, but yes, so it looks like what I have 3 planners now. I'm very excited about it. I think it's really going to work, and I think separating some of my personal and homeschooling goals away on the monthly spread away from my work monthly spread is going to be amazing without being overwhelming. I think we will see. If you are somebody that is working a lot as well as has a lot of obligations in the home, I'm curious to know how many planners you have and how you map out all of those things. And if you want to see me map out my monthly spread for YouTube and Etsy, I would be happy to do that with you guys. I think that would be really fun and possibly keep me a little bit accountable because I know I can be all over the place. But that is it for this video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.